Hello guys, this is Stony coming back at you. I ran across a new device that I happened to try on my Ryzen 1800X processor. Um, yeah, it's pretty. It's about what 2 years old, something like that. And I've used thermal paste on it, which was it was an Arctic Silver 5. You know, I'm sure everybody knows about it. I was gonna go towards the compound that was thermal compound that was called Grizzly. I was gonna go to those guys because I called Micro Center and I asked them about it. I said, do you guys have it? You know, the Grizzly, and they was like, no, not at the moment. We don't. So I was doing my research and doing a little bit more and stuff, and then I came across this item right here. As you guys can see, it's called Innovation Cooling. I see Graphite. I might have said it wrong. Graphite or graphic. Graphite. Thermal pad. Um, the one that I have, because I've heard people say, this one right here is for Intel, the 30 by 30. What is that, millimeter? And this one is for the Ryzen processors, which is the 40 by 40. Or if you happen to can't find a 30 by 30 for the Intel, you can just get this one and cut it down, like so to the size of it. Um, so I was like, I don't feel like dealing with the messes and everything. I kind of got lazy or whatever because I ain't feel like, I was like, oh, because I noticed like my processor, it would hit like 100, like period, like CPU would hit 100 when I would go to, you know, my task manager. This right here would be 100. Like soon when I use my, what did you call it, handbrake, to decode a movie or whatever. And this would hit 100%, and I'd be like, but why? And I would probably have like Edge or Internet Explorer or Chrome or whatever in the background running, and it still would hit that. And I'll be looking at handbrake like, why is handbrake you know using so much, you know and I mean it's fast. I have the RAM to match it. I mean, well, it's a little bit more than what it's supposed to because it's 32 gigabits, and I'm like, something's not right here. So having so I was, like I said, I was doing my research or whatever, and I just was like, you know what, and I ran across this. I was like, what? And I was like, ooh. And I'm gonna tell y'all what got my attention was right there where it says operating temperatures ranging of minus 200 Celsius to 400 plus Celsius. What? Like, really, guys? What thermal paste that's doing that? Like, literally, I just want y'all to, like, get 10 of your best ones. Go on the internet right now and look 10 of your best ones and watch what they tell you. I guarantee you don't even top, like, 150. I guarantee you. I'm sitting here and I looked at that and I said, wow, that got my brain to going. So I said, okay, why not? Because like it says right there, it says it's an alternative to thermal paste. I mean, thermal grease, and I mean, for your CPU, and paste or whatever, So I said, okay, let me, go ahead on it and let me try it. And wow, guys, all I could tell you, and that's what it looks like right here. And that looks like, yeah, that's a Ryzen CPU right there that they're putting it on. Right there. You know? That's the Intel one, and it's the Ryzen one. Wow, AMD Ryzen. This is the Intel one. You know? But here go to as you call it, the specs. So I'm gonna give that to you guys. Let y'all see that for a little bit. Let y'all read it. But yeah, like, guys, all I can tell you is that it's awesome. It's great. Because you don't have to worry about no mess. You don't have to worry about spreading. You don't have to put tape on your fingers and gloves on your fingers and have to worry about. You just lay it down flat on it, and because it bends a little bit. But I mean, that's nothing. You could take your air cooler, your liquid cooler, and just put it on top of it, screw it down, and what it does is that I forgot, what is it, carbon fiber or something pad or something. I think I read it right. But what it does is that it equalizes the heat across the whole thing. Like soon when the heat hit it, it equalizes, not just in them one spots and it just go up, and it touches your cooler. No, it equalizes across the whole pad, so the whole pad is hot, and then all of your pipes is working. Like if you have an air cooler and you have 6 pipes on it, 8 pipes, it's working on all of them. All of it is, putting in work. I love it. Um, yeah, that's. I mean, you guys finished reading it, but yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like this inside of the pack when you pull it out. You see how it's bending a little bit. Um, but yes, that's what it looks like on a Ryzen processor, AMD processor, and that's what it looks like on a Intel's processor. So yeah, like you guys will love it, and I'm sure you guys seen the price of it. That's the 40 by 40, and this rate is the 30 by 30. So it's like a $3 difference and some change. I mean, but it's well worth it. I'm talking about you get to use it. It's a lifetime usable. I mean, product. Like you don't have to worry about, oh, I have to change out the thermal compound. I have to re-put it back on it. No, you don't have to do that. So that's one thing off the list, just in case if something was to go wrong, you don't have to worry about, oh, I know it's ain't thermal compound, so I got a pad on it that's lifetime will use. So I have nothing to worry about. So that's off the list. That's cross. You know, um, it even says it right here. It even tells you right here. This whole thing right here, as you can read it. I mean, so it tells you exactly what you need. And like it says right here, for those of y'all that's making builds and stuff, and then you can charge for this. Like literally, if you buying these, imagine if you have bills and stuff and you putting these on a build, you can charge literally for this. But like, I'm sorry, $20 because for everyone that I sell, because people do it. Y'all seen them do it. They'll buy processors that's like an 18 core and then charge you about $4,000 or $5,000 for it. So I mean, a few more dollars added on to this if you was doing it. I mean, that's up to you guys. But I mean, if you really into building and you putting all these pieces into it and you charging for your time, you can do that. But anyway, I'm sorry for talking you guys head off, but I just want to show you guys something. I have my handbrake and I have my processor, percentage that I'm using because it stands between 1 and 3. You see that? You see that? What y'all see right there? Handbrake. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Beautiful, right? Now, before, when I was using the thermal paste and I was using the Arc the Silver 5, it was at 100%. I mean, literally at 100%. I was mad. I was like, something's wrong here. Something really is. And when I came across this, I put it on my processor, and like I said, it was at 100%. Look at this. Check this out when I started decoding it. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Look at this. I want y'all to pay attention to it. Y'all notice something? It's not even hitting nowhere near, the what do you call that, 100%, you know, and it's the whole video, like literally, like, and it's the code, and y'all can see it right down here or whatever. How's the code or whatever? Yeah, like shoot, I wish don't you guys, those of y'all that's out there that had like video games and stuff, don't y'all wish y'all frames per second moved this much? Could you imagine out of all the money that you spend on graphic cards and could you imagine if your game was moving at, average frames per second and could you imagine that how fast your games would be like this? Oh my God, that'd be great. You would love it. I know I would. I would. Up. This will be the first and last graphic card that I ever get. Do you see these numbers? Wow. I would love that. You know. But yeah, I just had to show you guys. I'm like, look at this. You know. So y'all see the numbers. Y'all see them. Like I said, it was hitting 100%. And like I said, I had little programs in the background as far as like Chrome and you know, what is that? Just the web browsers just up, you know, like Firefox or whatever. I just had them up and I'm just sitting there just chillaxing and I noticed that it was really cracking my process. I'm like, wow, like and I put a decent amount on it. You know, I Arctic Silver Fruit 5 on it. I really did and I'm telling you it wasn't funny. Like it was like, oh my goodness, like something's wrong. Like you know, because unlike I mean, like you guys, we like us. This is our community, and we talk about this like whether it's a little bit of money or a lot. Like we all work hard for these things, and we don't want nothing to happen to them. We really don't. We want it to stay, you know, in mint condition until we, you know, get our coins up or whatever, and we get a new one, you know, because yeah, I mean, look at this. And stand between these two. So I just had to show you guys, and it's beating it too. Like, look, everybody that knows that handbrake puts in work. It really does. It's actually putting fire on it. But you can see the percentage that it's using. Like I said before, it was 100%, and this was in the red. Like that was in the red. This was in the red. Whatever you want to call it. And I loved it. And I was like, wow, like this. So you guys can see it. You know, and it's 100%. It used to be all the way up here. So I still got all of this space right here to play with. You see what I'm saying? Um, like this, it'll shoot straight up, zoop, and it'll be all the way up here. Like zip, all the way up here, the whole thing, constantly. And I used to be angry. But yeah, like as you can see, AMD Ryzen 7 1800X. You know, these things are cheaper now. Like I don't know why people still even getting that what do you call that six cores and less. Like these things right here, they're worth it. So I can imagine with the 2700 and all of that, it's like it's awesome, man. I myself is waiting for the ultimate one, which is the 16 joints. This year is the 16 core. I can't wait. I'm getting one of them, and it's for our motherboard. So no, I'm not the only one. A lot of y'all can't wait, and I am, and I'm waiting. And right now, I'm getting my coins up, my dollars, you know, on the bank account. you know, put a little to the side and keep on, you know, because we all had bills and stuff. But I'm gonna make sure that I change this out, and I'm gonna get that 16 core. You know, what is that, second generation or something like that? You guys know. But yeah. But as you can see, it's almost done. But I just had to show y'all the graphs, you know, let y'all see, you know, the speed or whatever, the threads, you know, and stuff like that, and what it's doing, you know, like we tell you the cores, the socket, you know, logical processors, you know, hey, the base speed is, you know, is that right there. But yeah, I just had to show y'all that right there. But I also want y'all to see this, how fast it cools down, calms down after it finishes over here. When it finished, watch these numbers, how fast they drop. Because when I was using thermal paste, oh my goodness, like those numbers would stay there for at least about 30, 40 seconds, then it would drop. And I was like, oh, something's wrong, something's wrong. But soon when it's done, I think it say crow or something like that. I don't know. Forget it. It just say done. No, this word right here. It'll say that word. When it says done, this number will drop like fast. And I love it. Just watch. Watch. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Can I get a Y'all hear that? That's a hand clap. Look at how fast that happened. This is off of the Almighty. Dun, dun, dun. Mighty pads. The Almighty. IC Graphite Thermo pad. That's what did it. That right there. That was awesome, right, guys? um, but yeah, I just had to show you guys that for those of y'all that's wondering which is better, between the pad and the actual paste. I mean, they claim on what is that? The gurus that are on what is that YouTube that they claim that is a degree or two or three or four or five. What is that hotter or whatever? But I don't care. From what I see, I just had to show you guys. It's love. It's number love, and from what y'all seen on this video, I mean, y'all make the decision, on what you want to do. If you don't feel like spraying it on, being messy or anything like that, that's where this comes in at. And it works. From what you can see, it does work. I've showed you, I've told you my story, and yeah. So with that being said, guys, yeah, just leave me a thumbs up, a thumbs down if you don't like the content or whatever. I mean, you take the bad with the good with the bad. But yeah, it is Stony, and I'll show love, as well, back to you as you show it to me. But yeah, this Stony over and out. Thank you guys once again, and love, peace, and joy. All right, guys. Till next time. Bye.